Okay.
Can't figure out why it's doing what it's doing. So I get weird.
You're up right now.
I get weird camera. I get TikTok camera for some reason.
TikTok camera.
Okay. Could it be easier to crop it later if I need to recycle some stuff?
So I'm up to laying out chapter 9, which we definitely need to flesh out.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was looking through it and I was like, ooh, yeah, we gotta put some in here, we gotta put some in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, the recycling bin is not too far from my open window. Everybody's glass. We get to hear everybody's glass recycling go in.
I see. So, Debbie confirmed that my camera is grainy. And RC popped in, claiming to be late, but I disagree.
Not really.
In his defense, he was writing a blurb for his new story so that I can add it to his media kit and the things.
Yeah, the media kit that, from what I understand, RC, you don't have. You have to have. Have to have media kit, website, and at least 2 social medias that meet your target demographic, not the social medias you just like to play on. Take it from the marketing people. Okay.
Also, blurbs aren't, you are absolutely right, blurbs aren't as bad as they seem. There is a science to it. Try having a friend ask you what your book is about and explaining it in 5 sentences and ending with 1 question. That's a pretty good technique.
Yeah. So I kind of not discovered that, I'm sure it's been out there a lot, but discovered it for myself. Like, I don't know, maybe 9 years ago or so at a convention. And we were doing like it was like a panel. And it was sum up what you write in 1 sentence. Just 1 sentence, what do you write? And couldn't use things like urban fantasy or paranormal mystery, or you had to use like
say the genre.
Yeah, you couldn't just use the genre. You had to like what your books were about right then and there. And that's where I got because I needed 1 sentence, and I was like, oh crap. I was like, in a nutshell, it's about psychics and serial killers. And so that gave me a good tag. And once I had that out, I was able to just do a couple of 1-line, a couple more 1-liners, and I adjusted those and tinkered with them a little bit, and that eventually became my blurb for the back of the book. Now, writing a bio blurb for myself, no. That I can't do.
I need to revise mine. It's not great. Nobody wants to talk about RC's stories outside of therapy. I spent my flight to Florida writing reviews about RC's work. And, eventually I will post them. Dominantly on Goodreads, but probably on the Amazons as well. Yeah, I do love your stories. Yes, I am not normal.
Yeah, no, we're aware of that. I don't think too many of us here are normal. So yeah, the elevator pitch, Debbie, that's pretty much it. Website is not redundant, RC. Websites are still necessary. At least a landing page.
I know you're waiting, but I'm also in the middle of something, so you'll have to excuse me.
She busy.
I'm busy. Website is redundant. Website is not redundant.
At least a landing page where they can get your media kit. They can see what all your socials are and links to them, and links to your books.
And your email.
Oh, and the email. Well, that I consider that part of the media kit, but yeah. Flail's arms.
Overused mythology, forced romance, Joss Whedon dialogue, more unoriginal bullshit. Urban fantasy. Hey, now.
Hey, some of us really like our urban fantasy genres, like, you know, the one we're writing in tonight.
Also, none of those things are relevant to my writing.
Mine either, so it's all good.
Yeah, elevator pitch. Fine, flail.
Linktree is good. Linktree is perfectly fine, but it's not a website, and people have to get that link to Linktree from somewhere. But it's best just to put it on a simple landing page. Very easy. Shots fired.
Shots fired. We have 3.5 minutes until our next sprint.
Yeah, so I definitely think you are correct. We do have to do more with the subplots because you're right. We have basically a novella right now. But
I think it'll be easier to see the gaps once we actually make this into a working outline.
Yeah, rather than just our beats. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can absolutely write, you know, like I've been doing, I can write the little chunks in the beats themselves, but it's harder to like figure out where that storyline is.
Not just that, but like it's hard to see where the pacing is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because your eye gets broken up. Yeah, I can't tell while I'm writing it.
Right. Which I love that you started, you know, kind of setting the tone and getting like bits of the voice and like kind of figuring out what we're gonna sound like when we actually start writing.
Good. I'm glad that you don't mind that, because I just you know, it's just like, I got ideas for this scene. But everything is, of course, you know, optional. If you don't like it, it can be rewritten, if whatever. But I thought, oh, I just got, you know, it's like you get that. What usually prompts most of us into going and sitting down and writing something is we get an image or an idea. Hey, cats, go away.
I have a cat here using a guitar pedal as a pillow.
Well, Gozer has now decided that, like, his official romantic partner of the evening is my tripod stand for my ring light.
Oh,
like, he's just like all
cameraman. Yeah,
he's just all up against it. But anyway, but yeah, usually most of us get like an idea, I get an image in my head that looks like a little tiny movie or something, or I get a piece of dialogue stuck in my head, and that's what prompts me. So kind of as I was going through these, like I was just reading it. I was reading the beats like I would read the book, basically. I'd be like, okay, now we're getting into, Tyler's going to confirm with Gloria that they're going to take up that investigation. Yeah. I was like, yeah. Because once I do that, then I can be like, okay, I kind of see what Gloria looks like in this setting. I kind of see what Kyler might be doing here, there.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna crack my knuckles and stretch my hands.
Yes, everybody stretch, do the stretchy thing. Do the...
Always the stretchies.
Hydrate or die straight. I mean, dihydrate.
Caw, caw, caw. Okay, here we go. I'll see you on the other side. Okie dokie. Take a break.
If we want, I was gonna say, if we want more crows, all I need to do is like stick my microphone outside because they're like going to town outside the window.
Chatty catties.
I did not anticipate when moving to Portland, when people said that there were a lot of crows, you know, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, yeah, it's a state that's like big on forest and it's perfect environment for them. No. They're basically our unwanted pets. They're there. They're everywhere. And they don't leave. And they just talk to us constantly. But the witch in me does not mind.
The witch in you doesn't like?
No, it doesn't mind.
Oh, it doesn't mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, befriend the crows. They'll give you presents.
Mm-hmm. So I've already started making friends with a couple that are on our evening walks that I go on with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
We've started making some friends. I've taken some shiny little pop tabs out to them. Taken some, nickels, dimes, stuff like that. Now I just gotta find him some beads and stuff. Eventually, I will get gifts back.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I have finished what we have of an outline. It is definitely at novella stage. I can show you the things. Share. Copy link. Private chat. Boop. Said boop.
Boop.
Hey, it's actually a link instead of just a bunch of text.
That's helpful.
That is interesting that they integrated that.
Yeah.
Update. So RC seems to think that people who read erotica don't watch porn.
Now, I've got quite a few erotica writing friends that would beg to differ. Very
I don't know
much.
what you're blowing on, but it ain't a barrel.
I think he's talking about the shots fired from earlier.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what he was talking about.
Also, his pre-order is submitted. That means the cyst is up for pre-order, which comes out like Halloween proper. So
Ooh.
those of you in the audience who are interested in RC's stuff, go pre-order it. Still pending. That's right. Takes a couple of days too.
Yeah. It does.
Hopefully you will market the hell out of that pre-order. Ideally.
Yeah. Yes. Which means media kit and website, and I'm just gonna harp on this for a while.
Well, now I have so currently he uses his Amazon as his website.
Yeah. Just like the cat down here is saying,
Me.
It was good timing for him to come over and go,
All right. We have 5 minutes, something like that.
Yes.
I have 3 nieces. My tuning out abilities are on point. Harp away.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Debbie did some editing, 34 words added to a project that is not Wolf Moon. Tell us more. Hopping in here to quick say, hi. I totally dropped the ball on the 7-day thing. I was traveling, so yeah. that was super cute. Also 34 words. Oh no, I lost her. Also, remember to smash the like button. Thank you so much. And hi, RC, RK. I'm sorry. RK.
More, my tech just decides it has minds of its own.
Neat.
Yeah. I cannot remember, but last week, I mean, I guess I could go back and watch the video if I wanted to, but did I cannot remember what section I was like, I really want to write this.
Oh, you didn't even say it out loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, hon.
I was hoping I said it out loud. That's okay.
I think we should have a scene where Zebulon is being Zebulon.
Oh yeah, where he's just doing the church thing, doing his
doing the church thing, and show how feverish the crowd is.
Oh, that's gonna be church trauma to write, but yes.
I can try and I don't have the trauma, so I can try and write it and you can edit.
Have that. I can go in and add any vitriol to it that needs to be added.
Yeah.
So much church trauma growing up, and then just years of doing the safety escort outside of like Planned Parenthood and those street corner preachers they're real nice people.
Giggles. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So take a peek at that thing, and I'm already thinking of ways we can flesh it out and make things make more sense without having to create new characters.
Yeah.
Like, we still have to create a character for Kyler to go and talk to.
Yes, so the other seer. So yeah, we still need to create the other seer, and then we've got to give Michael some attributes and stuff. But I guess we kind of have to give Julio some more because we didn't really do much.
I gave him a chapter, but he should last more than a chapter, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he definitely. I just worry about. We have such good pacing going along with what we have.
The only thing I'm really worried about is Gloria goes missing. Dope. I shouldn't have said that out loud. But yeah. Let's chat in the document.
Okay.
Okay, take a break.
So,
What the?
what?
There we go. I was like, what the fuck?
Where?
I think we know what needs doing. It's just a matter of how we're going to slide it into the story at this juncture.
Yeah. So.
Developmental shit.
I definitely agree with you that Doricia could be the one leading the recon mission against Zebi and his cultist. I think it's a really good place to show off him doing the charismatic thing and, you know, whipping them all into a frenzy kind of a thing.
Doricia should be there to witness it.
I also think it's a good place for us to just have Zebulon verbally mention his dad, because later we're having him be channeled. So,
Yeah.
like maybe his dad.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. You know, his dad whose blessed soul is in heaven now, looking down because he's such a righteous man, and blah 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 blah. And he handed Zebi this church to, I don't know, do the rest of God's bidding. Blah blah blah.
Sure.
So okay, it's a good place to put that. So do that.
And then having the council rescue.
Yeah, I do like that. I like that a lot.
Should it be the same lieutenant that spearheads it? Because we kind of like planned out and created the whole like lieutenants across the board in the first book.
Yeah.
In the meeting.
Hold on. Let's see. That's chapter 13-ish for the rescue of Darian.
Maybe there should be something in between the kidnapping of Darian and the rescuing of Darian. I feel like we kind of rushed it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it is chapter 12 and chapter 13. Well, chapter 11, chapter 12, and chapter 13. Chapter 11 and chapter 12, kidnapping. And chapter 13, rescue. It's a bit rushed.
Maybe that's where we have like some kind of fight. Where we find out that Kyler can't really fight, but Doricia can.
Yeah. So
we try to do rescue and then fail.
Well, if we do that, because chapter 13 is the rescue.
As it stands. But
as it stands. Yeah, as it stands. Yeah, we could put that in there, like in the apotheosis, where we've got that she and Kyler are figuring out. Okay, well, that makes sense.
I have come across such thing. Yeah, there's all kinds of like wares for Archie Scott.
Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, RC, when I put BC Brown just into Amazon without like a book title or anything like that, I get this other children's writer, BB Brown.
What the hell?
So, and I'm just like, okay, well, that's not confusing or anything.
Debbie got 60 words.
Nice. Every little bit. Yeah, we are outlining.
When you're scripting, 60 words is quite a bit. Especially if you're like scripting for yourself to draw. Yeah. Not British Columbia and Brand Vision.
Hey, BC does not stand for British Columbia. It stands for badass chick.
Yes.
Or bitchin' chick. Okay, so yeah, so Dericia, we could have her make an attempt, you know, with Kyler along as well, make an attempt at trying to get Darian back. They don't. That's when Kyler has their bright idea about reaching out to Justicia and saying we need some more firepower. And I mean, pun intended and not intended at the same time. Because that's where we have the beat that Kyler tries to reach out to Justicia with a vision, doesn't get her, but gets Saku instead, and decides to run the message up the flagpole to anyone in heaven who can help. And then, of course, Kyler trying to figure out why they can't rely on their ability like they've always been able to. Release the beast. So we've got that there.
I mean, it's like, I feel like I'm getting spoilers for the book. Like, I have to read it more, knowing more.
So that I worried about that. When not this time, but when we wrote the first one, I was like, I just don't want to read it after we talk through it all. But then I realized that we're all writers / readers, and just talking through a plot is not good enough.
Saw this Werner Herzog Halloween costume meme, and now I want one. You would.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that that's a I think that would be a good place if we were going to put the whole them failing and the council instead coming in to rescue Darian. I just would
clean up crew.
An unlikely source of cleanup crew too. Because yeah, chapter 8 is where the council is like, screw you, we got other things that we're dealing with. Yeah, I think that's a good place.
Oh, so Mint is hoping that someone's ghost comes back in some way.
Well, spoilers.
Spoilers.
We also still, I don't know if I like that. We also,
Oh, I'm pausing it. Hold on.
yeah, just for a second, let me finish my thought. We also have Iris if we wanted to fall back on Iris, but personally, I think we should reserve her and the completion of her character arc for book 3.
Sure.
So I think she'd be good there because I actually had an idea during that last sprint, trying to come up with a B plot of, we talked in book 1 in Flambeau about Iris. The reason she was enthralled was because of whatever her ability was, which we didn't go into. We vagued the hell out of it. And because she was a guardian of something.
Right.
So, and we vagued the hell out of that one too. So I'm thinking, for book 3, we make her the guardian of, like, the portal or the gateway between the Sealy world and reality. Like, she can access it. She can do stuff like that, and that's why they.
Maybe so.
Yeah. So that's just my thought about that, but that's book 3 and not a B plot to book 2.
That is a possibility.
Yeah. And now y'all know why I write so many series, write books and write sequels and stuff, because usually while I'm brainstorming for one book, I get ideas for multiple books, and I end up fleshing them out usually.
Oh, I didn't really like Cyrus.
Oh, good. Yeah, I really liked her as a character too, and I was sad that we didn't quite get to, like, wrap her up or anything. I mean, we did, like, she had a satisfactory, like, character arc in the first story, but I'd like to see it go back to her and maybe even Jerry a little bit. I'd like to see some resolution there eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But she can be our slow burn, our slow burn series character development.
I think there should be more squishy, cute things.
Many more. Yeah.
With Kyler and Darian.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, we don't know enough about Darian to give a crap if he gets kidnapped.
True. So let's see. In chapter 5 with the confirmation right now is where we have that Kyler seeks comfort with Darian. So here's a nice squishy place that we can put something in. But I feel like we need a little something before that with them being squishy. Actually, no, because we could kind of include that in when Kyler gets their vision in chapter 1. We can kind of include that and go into that. Like, Kyler's rattled after that a little bit, and we get some squishiness with Darian, because we're going to have to explain why suddenly Darian now lives in San Diego where Kyler lives and doesn't live in LA anymore. Other than just, yeah. So, I mean, we could put something.
Are they just in the same town?
I think they're together. So this is how I saw, like, things continuing after book 1 until this book was like, Kyler knew Darian, and that's how they got the hookup to, you know, like, or actually no, did we write Kyler and we didn't write Kyler and Darian actually dating.
Write them dating together.
We just had it in our, hey, everybody, here's where your backstory and your exposition, not everything goes into a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think basically what happened is Darian and Kyler met right there when they were channeling Rufus, etc. Liked each other, hung out with each other, and something about Darian just uprooted his whole life to come to San Diego when there was a morgue position that was open so that he could be near Kyler.
I kind of want Darian to be a little socially awkward.
Very much so. I want him to only be comfortable with Kyler.
And only sort of comfortable. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah. Like, yeah, he's comfortable with Kyler, but it's still a new relationship. It's still, you know, all of that going on. So yeah, we'll have to put that in here. Now, do we want Darian living there or living separate from Kyler?
I think separate.
Spends a lot of time there.
Maybe their like their first exposure to each other in the book is them texting each other. When he gets all frazzled and he goes to talk to Darian.
Yeah, that's a good place actually. So we put in there the
weekend emotes.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, Kyler would totally talk entirely in memes, GIFs, and emotes if given an opportunity. I'm sure they would.
I'm sure of it, yeah.
So, okay, so we have the vision leaves Kyler shaking. They rush the old woman out of their house. And then, oh, there we go. And then we can have them from there text Kyler or text Darian. And then from that, we can lead into the vampire nest and the slaying. Maybe not.
Maybe we should do this is how vampires are involved in society sort of scene. Because we sort of kind of did that with mages in the first book. Maybe a little bit with vampires in the second.
Yeah. But I thought we were going to kind of have that be like what Gloria kind of slowly reveals about. Yeah. Kind of slowly reveal the lore and like why doesn't everybody know about the blah blah blah.
It's a stage. Hello, darling.
It's been forever since I've seen you.
Been forever. I've been all forevers. Okay, I'm just gonna cancel this timer. Boop. There we go. It has been
Yes.
5 ever.
5 ever. Not just forever. It's been
5.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is just killing that too much at the beginning. The tempo of the urgency of the vision versus the nest of the vampires all at once, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But we do need to get it in there.
All right, let's see what's up.
Mhm.
Is the appetizer, the dinner, the confirmation, and then
Yeah, Darian at work.
so first we see Kyler and Darian being personal with each other, and then Darian and Kyler working together.
Yeah.
And I'll figure out how to reword that so that we can actually use it as a writing prompt.
Yeah. So what if, okay, so what if we do add the Kyler seeking, like reaching out to Darian with a text, and we just put it after the vampire nest scene? Oh, actually, we should just put it at the beginning of chapter 2, quote unquote, the gig. We should just put it there, and Doricia and Gloria like interrupt their conversation.
Kyler texts or get the text from Darian. Mute to bullshit.
Yeah, that way we can kind of go into the whole, like Darian can point out that he's still living out of boxes in his apartment.
Yeah.
You know, kind of a thing, and just do the little, like, this is why all of a sudden this person's here now. My cat is passive aggressively laying on everything he can on the surface of the table right now. But the table itself is clear, except for what he's laying on. He has chosen to be passive aggressive and to just sleep on top of the things he's not supposed to sleep on in front of me.
Yep.
All right. So we've got the meet cute bullshit out of the way. I'm still really struggling about this B plot.
I think
I mean, Julio is a subplot with these not yet enthralled.
Yeah. So regarding Julio, we got to show, because in the first book we only show him on the rehab.
Well, yeah, other than him letting out his, like, releasing the inner demon to show Justicia just how vile he can be.
He did that for Saku though, and in a way that was him kind of like taking a step backwards in his rehabness.
Yeah. So there's that. We know the redemption is still important to him because of Daisaku. They almost fail is what we've got so far of him trying to rescue the not yet enthralled.
Rescue them now. rescue them how? I wonder.
Yeah, we'll
Like,
see. We just,
become a mentor or like.
yeah, I don't know. All what we have so far is Julio reaches out to Kyler to get connected with the Unbound. Julio needs the Rebels' help with some not yet enthralled humans. Maybe he's like underground railroading.
Oh.
Like he's, when he can, he shelters them, hides them, uses his enthrallment to help hide them. We didn't really go into like what that was.
It's
And then that's why he needs to get him to the Rebels so that they can say, because he's not gonna, because there's no way Julio's gonna work with the council, even though Daisaku did.
Yeah,
I don't think the council would work with Julio, actually. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'm gonna just put this in here. Underground railroad type sitch.
Looks good.
Okay. And we'll know what that means, hopefully. Underground railroad type situation. So we've got that. We go into the council from there. Our vampire MC goes missing. Then we've got Darian coming up with intel for the church. Darian getting kidnapped.
Is it too fast?
No, I think that actually works together. It might be a little quick.
I mean,
what I'm worried about.
We're not doing the romancing the beat sort of thing with them.
Yeah.
Right? So.
The only thing I'm worried about is we have Gloria going missing, then Darian goes missing. So we've got.
One of them should matter.
Huh?
One of them should matter.
Yeah. We know we need Gloria. Huh?
Maybe Gloria doesn't go missing.
Maybe not, but something's got to happen. She barely fights off Zebulon's forces. Like,
sure.
They attempt to attack her. Here we go. Gloria attacked by Zebulon's forces and
Baptist church picketers or whatever.
And barely makes it out alive.
Alive.
Well, unalive, yeah. Barely makes it out unalive, but
all right, get some sleep, Aisling.
Night night, sleep tight. All right. So Gloria barely makes it out of there alive. Why were Zebby's forces? Oh, yeah, to find out the location of the Methuselahs.
As a vampire.
Yeah. Huh?
They want Tiamat, so.
Yeah, they want the creators. They don't want all the low pickings.
Right. Also, look at that thing. Lolly, lolly, lolly.
Lovely little link. Everyone should check it out.
Lolly.
Oh, do the support thing.
Indeed. We have a whole 6 minutes left.
Yeah, I think what I plan on doing is I think I'm just going to work a little bit more on fleshing out some of the things. If I get lucky and come up with a B plot that isn't specifically, I mean, we do have Julio, but I would like to have something a little
meatier.
I think we can make that pretty, maybe. Like, but I'm not used to only having like the meta plot, and you know, I'm not used to only having so few plots.
Right.
I just, because we dropped all those wonderful Easter eggs about the Unbound, about the Council and the Unbound, about Darian and the Fae, and we had
Right.
Iris and Julio. Like, we had all of those that were just really awesome.
So I totally own face at the first act and sometimes the second act. And then I suck at the third act.
Oh, I'm really good at the third act.
Okay, good.
I tend to sag a little in the middle. Not a lot, but just a little bit, where usually where I'm groping, like searching about for the B plot, like a sustainable, chunky B plot.
Sustainable chunky B plot. I will give it some thought. We opened up all these books, you know, we opened up all these threads. We might as well actually, so just like we did for the story, for the main plot, where we do the setting, we do the 3 tragedies, the plot points basically, and then we do the whatever their climax is, and then we do their wrap up.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily at the same time. Sorry, there was a ruffling.
Yeah, it's cool.
We can balance each other out. I think we do in a lot of ways.
We do. I think so, because it's just where one of us is lacking, the other one tends to thrive in. And even if it's a section where both of us are like, I'm not the greatest at that, between both of us, we have a whole brain that is really good at it. Yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise, yeah. I mean, I'm usually working with half a brain or with a hand tied behind my back when it comes to the areas I'm not good at. So, okay. Yeah. So tonight we'll work a little bit more on that, fleshing out the main line, but also seeing if we can come up with a B plot, like a solid one.
B plot. I'll be around after the stream if we want to keep doing the things for B plot. I'm going to take a break because I know how frazzled you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a break. I'm gonna have to try and take some more medicine, because it's really starting to blossom. So
anticipation.
I'll be on here tinkering, but I've got to take some more medicine for a few minutes.
Cool.
Otherwise, I figure we'll just chat back and forth like normal.
Yes.
In comments and, you know, messenger and stuff.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool.
All right. If you liked this video at any point, I encourage you to hit the like button. Folks and junk who are watching the stream. And if you want to see more streams like this one, you can usually find us on Tuesday nights. So next week, we will be on BC's channel.
Although technically we were on there tonight too, because I dual streamed us from yours to mine.
It'll have BC's branding on it.
Yes.
How about that? And You might want to ring that bell on the off chance that YouTube actually notifies you when we go live. And we will catch you guys on the flip side.
See ya.